All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Let me move this here and move this here and move that there. So, after being pecked by a radioactive bird, mild-mannered T. Tuthill was compelled to become Kineas. The Skydude. Welcome back for another episode. So, SU1 Sim Update 1 is now out. So when you start up your sim, you might get a pop-up says you need to download some files. It downloaded pretty quick, but I have a fiber optic, so it loaded real quick. And I just finished restarting the thing, and the first thing I noticed is, dang, that loaded fast. Let me keep it on stream starting, actually. We're not starting until the top of the hour. I came in early to want to make sure everything's working today, make sure my microphone's working because it's been acting weird, blowing out. But other people are saying, hey, it's stable for me. I'm noticing FPS decreases. Other people saying I'm not noticing anything. Some folks are saying the colors are now more washed out. I don't know anything yet. I haven't had time to play with anything yet. Before we get started too, if I am not subscribed to you and following you, and you need a follower, whether you have any content on your page or not, we all start somewhere, and you all need to follow. You know, we all need followers. So if you've tuned in and stopped in, and I'm not following you, and I don't care if you do flight sim videos, cat videos, gaming videos, I don't care what you do. You stopped in to my stream, and I'd be happy to subscribe to you. So just go into the chat room, say hello. That's it. Hi. 3 dots will appear next to your name for me, and I will be able to go to channel immediately and click subscribe. If you end up subscribing to me, I have to wait for YouTube to process you through, and then I have to go into my studio and hunt to see who's subscribed to me. Then I can go to your page. Then I can subscribe. Let's just make this simple. Say hi. Hi. I don't care if you speak English. If you would kindly like and subscribe back, that'd be great. But I'm not gonna obligate you to that. I'm more than happy to follow you. Just the same. Okay, let me say this though. If you do like and subscribe, hey, I've got a significant other, right? And times are tough. And I really like doing this. And I really want to keep doing this. So it's not for me. It's for her that I'm begging for likes and subscribes. Because if I can go and tell her, hey, people tuned in today, she'll be happy. And she won't want to kill me. Just finished watching an acquaintance do a live stream on YouTube this morning. It just came out of his live stream. And he does comic books. And I should have copy and pasted the links. But he's doing a rant. He's doing a rant this morning on the CW Powerpuff Girls television show that may now be canceled. And I know Powerpuff Girls because I had 2 young daughters. So people are like, you watch Powerpuff Girls? In the comments, I was like, I wanted to see Mojo Jojo, but I guess they killed him in the series, in the cartoon series. But people are like, you like Powerpuff Girls? Ha ha ha. I'm like, yeah, well, I had 2 kids. I also know about Sailor Moon, and I know about Ed, Ned, Nettie, and I know about a lot of things because I had kids. It would not have been something that I really would have watched on my own. I haven't been into cartoons since old Warner Brothers, really. I really don't like the art styles too much, and they all kind of turn me off. All right. 2 more minutes, then we start. Grab my coffee here. People are saying, should we delete the rolling cache? And I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting to see what they say, and you know. Just watching the forums. I can't tell you my flight seeing missions are still bugged. They only want to use helicopters now. And I did a couple of certification tests yesterday, helicopter ones, and now the helicopters that I've unlocked are now showing up as options as well. So the flight seeing missions are only pulling helicopters for me. So I have reported it. I don't just complain and not do anything about it. And I reported it again in the forums for the poll, for the SU1 thread today. People commenting on the update. There we are, top of the hour. Let me get over here. Okay, so I'm in the settings. I was looking at the rolling cache and making sure that nothing was broken in here. There's some people saying it's blowing out all their control setups. I hope that hasn't happened. All right, so what I have unlocked in the last couple of days, the last 2 days. Those two, the Robinson R66 turbine and the Airbus H125. Did that one yesterday. All right, so all of these are done, but the heavy airliner rating is still locked, which is fine. Who cares? All of these are now done. Woohoo! So I'm making my way through these over here. And I did the turbine engine rating yesterday. And so now we have hook endorsement, hoist endorsement, and airline transport. So we will get to those in other live streams today, maybe. See if we can get through them all. Right now, I guess I kind of just want to do free flight or career or something. Just look at some of the things that people are talking about. First of all, let's see if we can notice any environmental changes, distance changes, which reminds me, I think I was experiencing some lagging yesterday, which is unusual. So I turned on dynamic settings, turn that back off. I should probably just set this thing to ultra and then restart and see what we get. Start there. But I think everything is kind of on ultra. Maybe not some of the shadows. Oh yeah. Those are up pretty high. Yeah, ultras. Okay, so let's start out with a something that I would be familiar with. Let's go back to the main menu. We'll take off from my home airport, which is K-Fly in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And we'll start with something I know, like the 172. So if there are any weird things, or you know, they should pop out. So when I was a little kid, my dad, we lived over here. My dad got his VFR over here at Meadow Lake. So if I ever do decide to at least try to go get a license and do something, I will do it here at K-Fly. Tradition, you know. I heard it used to be anyway in the last decade, people were like, it's in really bad shape, it's in disrepair. But I've heard a lot of people have been, you know, schools and everybody have been using it again and getting it up to shape, and I haven't been out there to look myself. I really should. If you're just coming in, remember, if I'm not following you and subscribe to you, please say hi in the chat room. So, I've loaded into this airport so many times, so it shouldn't be lagging on in, but again, it's just done an update, so who knows if it's pulling data again? I don't know. It doesn't, right off the bat, it does not seem washed out.
Lima Yankee traffic in Sierra Romeo Mike 2 tree 14 taking off runway tree straight out departure.
The lighting at the moment seems the same to me. I have to say I'm happier right at the moment, because what I've been unhappy with is from where I'm at Meadow Lake, or wherever I'm at when I'm traveling around Colorado Springs, way out here into the east, and I look towards the mountains, I can still see the detail in the mountains. And prior to today, every time I load in, Pikes Peak, just a blur, even with dynamic settings on and off. Okay, so right off the bat, I have to say that's the first thing I'm noticing, is that at least there's some detail in the mountain way back there. Okay, not the best. It doesn't have to be crisp, but just normal range. I'm zoomed in now, so don't expect much, but even there, you know, hey, that's good. But being out here normal vision, yeah, good. At least again, I'm seeing the you know, where the snow is, and I'm seeing the shadows better, and so to me that looks good. Okay, grass out here moving around, I don't really normally care to pay attention to the grass. You know, it's cool, it's pretty. It's usually memory that I normally turn off, but we're checking things out. I can't say that the buildings look different at the moment. Terrain looks good. Do. Sometimes I don't like lifting off straight away when you get up. I'd rather cruise down the runway and actually kind of keep the nose down, make sure we get enough good wind. But I'm checking out the airport facilities. They have a nice little barbecue area at the end right over there. It's not using, it did not default, I don't think, to my controls, because my hat switch isn't working. So I should have like a My Cessna Yeah, I don't know what this is. Thought I had one specifically for Cessna. Let's try test 2 and see what we get. I'll know if my hat works. No. No, it does not. See if yeah, so that's not right. Maybe I was on keyboard. Oh, that's right. My Cessna 172. Huh. Yeah, I mean it's I pushed up on the joystick, so it seems to double check. It seems to have changed controls because this should not be nose wheel steering. And oh, I think I just pressed the wrong thing. Probably did not want to take that out. I think I clicked the wrong thing. It saw the twist. It didn't. It's so sensitive, man. That's what we want. Okay, so yeah, it blew out the hat. Looking around. Let's see about like trim and stuff. Trim right. Joystick. That should be 2. It is 2. I've noticed that in here it's got the button right. Then when you come back out here, it'll say something different. Reset rudder trim for button 3. That's not right. That should be like button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be like 9 or 10. Do. Can't remember which ones we used. Now, maybe it was cockpit view. I don't remember. It's been so long. Cockpit view up. Rear. No, I don't want rear. I want right. Not quick left. I want quick. What the hell is cockpit view left? They've added now translate. Translate cockpit view left, but these are just up here cockpit view left or right. Or I'm just not seeing it. Probably not even set up the right thing. Cockpit. That's quick. Son of a. So I've been doing the quick views. What? Forward. I want it backwards. These controls, man. Let's try this first. Let's just do a translate cockpit view left and right. It's a quick view, and that one doesn't even translate left. That's a quick view right. It did it. It put it here again. I was on translate. Translate. And that's shifted to right axis. The sensitivity is too stupid. Left doesn't work. Okay, so that's not right the way I want it. That moves the camera right. So these are not what I want at all. And left seems to be bound to something else. My Lord Asobo. Left R axis. All right. So what is it then? Camera. And I don't know what lockable is. Damn you. If I just even touch the damn joystick, I mean, just my fingertip on it. I just touch it with my fingertip, not push it, just touch it. It's seeing that as the right axis. I'm trying to get the damn hat switch. Okay, so let's actually clear that down. You're almost better just trying to do it in here manually. Nope, that's moving the camera. You son of a... That's not looking less, that's translating. Maybe it's still set to translation. Yeah, what I've got set here. Sorry, folks, but that's what this is all about, is figuring out what did the update work? What did it knock out? What did it do? So, lucky me. Take these out. POV down, POV left, POV right. POV up. But it's added that damn twist in. Down, left, just down. Left. Up, left. That's right. That's right. Yay, glory, hallelujah. But now down. My God, it got foggy in just a moment. There's down. But what I am noticing is like flipping. See if V-Sync is on. Should be on. VSync is off. That means frame generation is on, which I don't want on. So look, I need to stay at, I don't need to broadcast any more than 60 frames a second. OBS doesn't stream any faster at the moment, I think, than 60 frames a second. I don't need any more frames than 60. Everything over 60 now is just a waste of CPU and GPU. It does nothing. So frame generation is really cool. If I really want to be up to 140 frames, like when I'm in a jet and stuff, yeah, sure, I might want to, if I'm not streaming, sure. But for the most part, frame generation, it's putting in more frames than I need. And I would rather have VSync on because, again, when I move my cameras around, I don't want screen tearing or clipping going on. So when I move my camera around, you might not see it, but I can see it. And again, it like visual clipping in the screen. Now the left doesn't want to, there it goes, being reluctant. All right, let's see if my flaps, see my flaps are right. That's up, down, 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 up, up, up. Okay, that's working. Let's see if my nose trim is working. Up, 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 down, 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 down. That's right. Cessna doesn't really have trim, so not much really I can. Colorado looks like this. Everybody's like, well, that kind of looks a little bit washed out. Then you haven't been here, because if you look on a day like today towards the horizon, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks very ghosty on the horizon when there's the dust in the air. Sometimes those clouds in the distance, they look like mountains. I've had people say, you've got some really weird mountains on the horizon. I'm like, no, you're not. You're seeing clouds and stuff. You're not seeing mountains. We're such high altitude that optically, I think it does something. Looks to be a giant radio tower that I've really never seen before, but I can't say I've been looking. All right, let's try helicopter and see if it's blown out the controls there. So far, all it did was knock out my cockpit camera controls that I can tell. So we unlocked the H125 last night. Let's grab that. Well, it was, I mean, it's always been unlocked for free flight. I mean, in the career mode. Do. 27 minutes after the hour, and you know what that means? It means that I've been so distracted I missed the 20-minute mark. So I'll take this moment while it's hanging here for a minute to say, this smoke break brought to you by the Great Green Fleecing Growers, the Orion Sector Block. I know that's all Star Trek, but I don't got another ad for it. Cool, camera. The Great Green Flyers of Gunnison, Colorado. Getting us an Action Helicopter 1. Holy crap, we got a bear in the runway. My external camera's not set up right, but I didn't bother setting that up right. I was hoping I could... So, I just haven't bothered setting up the external camera for the helicopter. The bear is rubber banding. Okay. Nope, that's not good. Shit tipped right over. Restart on the ground, please. That was goofy. Even the simulator's stoned. It is a lovely day outside in Colorado. Sun's up. Is our bear friend back? Yeah, he is. All right. Why are you tipping over? Okay. Watch out, bear. This crap is crazy. Right off the bat, we're slewing to the left, so I'm trying to... Okay, so what has happened? I do know that I shouldn't have camera look here. It should be set to trim. And it's using the it is using the H125 controller I set up, but let me check that we're on this here. But the trim, it shouldn't be doing that. The trim is now blown out. Oh no, it's there. You don't want button 1. Okay, but now we got camera, so it retained in this setting under a different one. It assigned the ones I just set up for camera. Oh, and we did set one of these. I thought we set one of these up last night. Oops.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima Yankee traffic generic November 2830 Quebec. Taking off runway tree.
Still giving me a look left. That's a quick left now. Hell, it didn't retain them. Matter of fact, I think it added those. Those weren't even there. You need that. Goodness. Sorry, we're just tuning in. It's this SU1 Sim Update 1 is kicked in, and it's wreaking havoc with my controllers. I've noticed somebody else said that they had the problem, so it's not just me on this one. So far, just the camera controls, the cockpit camera controls are being messed up. Okay, let's see if I can. Now it seems to be turning. I'm just trying to trim. Okay. I'm trying to stop it from going to the left. By applying hat left, hat right trim. All right, let's see if I can make it now go to the right using hat right trim. Good. See about rotor reset. Kinda. All right. Sorry, that's just me. A little too much forward trim. Oh, but I slowed way down. I was hauling butt there for a minute. It was pretty good. I'm just a horrible helicopter pilot. That's what it's coming down to with a lot of this. But it's working, so I can't blame that on the update. All right. Now let's try an Airbus or something.
Denver Tower, Kinsierra.
Looks like they're getting some weather up north.
4L straight out departure.
Sierra Romeo Mike 2314 altimeter 29er. 9er 1 straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4L.
I don't believe you can see my FPS counter up top, but I can't say that I'm happy with it. But I do have everything on Ultra, and I said that's where I wanted to, or mostly everything on Ultra, and that's where I wanted to start. So let's come in here, and we're kind of overcast up here in Denver, so we definitely don't need these at the moment. Probably lower that a tiny bit. Leave the clouds alone. That should be on Ultra. Anisotropic doesn't matter. Not a big deal. There's no water waves around here. Kind of overcast, so let's reduce the shadows. Windshield effects, I don't really care. Doesn't matter to me. Ambient's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I usually like the light shafts on Ultra. Lighting is everything to me. Depth of field, leave it. Motion blur, nope. Characters, don't care. Okay, here's where we can lower some things here. Airport quality, it'd be nice. We're in Denver and all, but it's not important. Air traffic is not that important to me. Road traffic is not that important to me. Don't have any sea traffic around here. And I don't care a lick about the fauna. Okay, let's check our online settings and see if anything has changed there. Real-time online. No, I don't normally set that to real-time online because that's not a big deal. So just turn it off. Air traffic and career. Nah. Live weather, multiplayer. I mean, I don't care. Same with this. We could put it to AI off, just AI offline. Multiplayer, leave it on. Show multiplayer aircraft. Yep. I'm on the right server. Right at the moment, nobody's grouping up. I don't need to enable voice chat or convert any of this stuff. That's probably not going to make any difference. Okay, that's a respectable 50. It's fluctuating at the moment. It's figuring itself out. 40 FPS, 42, 45. I'm not happy unless it's over 48 solid. So that's kind of crap. 46. Nope. That will not do. Okay. And we're set to performance. So no, I'm going to say right at the moment, no, it's not acting better. Because I should be at least doing a solid, I should be doing almost a solid 60. So I don't know, it might require a reset, and we'll try in a moment. Take a break. But let's see if there's anything else, that I normally turn off or set. Check our dynamic settings, and it's set to, target frame rate 60. I normally like having this up at 200, so I know I can push 60 at 200. That's a drag, turning all this down. Anything else? That is lighting. I normally keep that at ultra. I had a 59 for a second. Now it's 35, 42, 43, 44. All right, now let's turn on. This might just be overkill, though. Well, there's a couple of things we could try first. Set that to ultra performance. Let's make sure that I'm not running anything in the background that could be jacking this up. No, just what I need. Okay, so it's not that. I don't normally mess with game mode, but let's see where the status is on that. It's on. I'm going to have to get into the NVIDIA controls because I've got the NVIDIA app, but it's also got the other older legacy controls, and I don't know if those could be conflicting. So I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. The reflex low latency is on. I didn't want to have to go to DLAA or TLAA, but we'll see. I swear I've lost FPS. We set it to ultra performance and still only getting 43. 41. It's crap, man. Let's restart the damn simulator and we'll take a 2-minute break. It loaded really quickly earlier. I was definitely surprised at how fast the thing loaded. So hopefully it will again. And I will launch it through the NVIDIA app this time. Says it's not optimized, so I'll go ahead and hit the optimize button. It might change some of my settings. Pardon me, it'll pop up on the screen any moment. 1,786 FPS. 1,768 FPS. 782. That'd be nice. It'd just be nice not have to worry about it eventually. We're going to hit that plateau soon, I think. But stuff like this, flight simulation and other huge simulation, is always going to require lots of horsepower. See, that loaded pretty quick. Again, it could be Denver too. Denver's huge. Let's do, well, need a baseline. That was a baseline, so. A baseline. Do 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 do. Not that kind of baseline. Well, okay, yeah, that kind of baseline. Yeah. Do 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 do.
Denver Tower, Ken Sierra Romeo Mike 2 Tree 14, ready for straight out departure at runway tree 4L.
It's loading in with 80 frames, 60 frames, 67, 77.
Altimeter
It's bouncing around a little bit.
0 departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4L. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4L Ken Sierra Romeo Mike 2 Tree 14.
67 FPS, 91, 88, 85. I wonder if it turned frame generation on. Really don't need it that high. It just wanted 60. It turned on frame generation. Let's see what we get. Okay, without frame generation. More, it's over 48. It's 52, 53, 52, 51. So again, we don't really want over 60. It's just using up more than we need. So now I can go in and do maybe some small adjustments and see if we can get it to a solid. I don't normally like taking this out, but we'll drop that a tiny bit. Again, we don't need the buildings at the moment. Everything's fogged. Don't need trees. Don't need rocks, grass. Object level of detail. I hate lowering anything like this. This or terrain. But I would swap out, but the terrain's fogged in. Turn these back on. $51, $52, $53. 54. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can make it freak out. 44, 45, 52. Good enough. That's working. Let's check and see if my reverse thrusters are working. Reverse thrusters are working. View is working. Flaps. Are working. Spoiler. Working. That's weird. You see that? It's doing like slow animation. You kind of see it's not fluid. You see that? Oh, there it is. Now we're not, it's like ghosting. You see it. Same with the flaps. Maybe it's just at that distance. That's weird, because now I'm not seeing it. Better. And that's such a minor thing, but it's weird. Wonder if the nav radios now work. They weren't working. You couldn't put in a nav. Like 1.2. Let's see, 1.2. 5.1. Try it. Nav accuracy downgraded, but it doesn't change. Nope. Huh, what's going on? No, my nose steering's out. Or my rudder's out. I think you need nose steering. As well, steering axis.
Denver Tower, Kin Sierra Romeo Mike 2314 at runway tree. For L, ready for departure, straight out departure.
No, I don't got it. Nose wheel steering. Rudder axis. Ah, good. Yeah. 7. Well, everything seems to be okay, I guess, and we'll know more as we go forward and discover what's working and what's not working. So far, just some minor controls. The washed out thing, I'm not seeing it. Everything looks about the same. I don't have HDR on because you set OBS to HDR, the way it'll send out an HDR signal. But unless you're watching on an HDR monitor, the colors look all weird on the live stream end. So I'm not using HDR. I like the airliners. I have been flying airliners for a long time. It's just that when I started the 2024 stuff, and even the end of the 2020 stuff, doing my Skydude, it was mostly career stuff or world tour stuff. But in my old video folder for the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think I've got a couple of them in there. I've done lots and lots of at least 320 flying. I think I've flown all of them, and I can fly all of them, maybe with a little bit of a refresher. But lots and lots and lots and lots of hours in this baby right here. And lots of night flying, because you got to build up your night flying hours. And so I am familiar with them. Especially, again, this guy. Good to see you, Red Cow. How are you doing? I hope everything's going good and has been wonderful for you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this live stream up here, because what I would like to do, provided I have enough money, is I would like to take an hour break and come back and do one of these certifications and continue getting those out of the way. Or try some of the new missions that are open to me now. So, did the turbine engine rating last night or yesterday. Got those out of the way. And I've got 239,000 credits. So that one is 25,000. That one's 12. And that one's 75. So I should have enough to do them. So I'll probably come back after a break and I don't know, roll the dice and see which one that I do. Maybe just the cheap one first. 25, 12. That's the cheapest.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm gonna do. So thanks for tuning into this. Remember, the update is out now. Check all your settings, do a couple of free flights and different things, and make sure everything's working just fine. So far, so good. So I will see you shortly for episode number 231